My name is JG, and nobody crashes my party. Not even you nobodies.
Let's go, Mr. Burns.
What did you say?
Mr. Burns and I were just leaving.
There's something I've wanted to tell you for a long time, you ruthless monster. I love you.
Unbelievable! The Simpsons exposed Puff Daddy's secret parties years ago. Yes! In this episode, Homer stumbles into an elite wild party on a private island hosted by a mysterious mogul that no one's allowed to meet. Could The Simpsons have known about Diddy's hidden world all along? You see, an old episode of The Simpsons has everyone talking again, and that's for a good reason. This time it's about a party scene that I swear has a super weird resemblance to some very real, very exclusive gatherings hosted by none other than Sean Diddy Combs. The episode we have here is The Great Gatsby from season 28, and it is back in the spotlight for a pretty strange reason. Fans of the show will remember that it aired a few years ago, but it's only recently, with all the attention on certain allegations, that people are rewatching it and realizing there's more to it than they originally noticed. The storyline centers around an eccentric, powerful character who throws these opulent, over-the-top parties. In one scene, the party has an all-white theme, which, strangely enough, is one of the rumored themes at Diddy's real-life gatherings. Now, we're not talking about just any old party. This one screams exclusivity and wealth, and is filled with A-listers and high-profile guests. Fans have pointed out that this cartoon party looks suspiciously like the lavish parties Diddy is known for hosting, from the extravagant decorations to the high-energy atmosphere that seems to just be for a select few. But the similarities go even deeper. Now in this episode, the host is kind of a mysterious figure, powerful but shrouded in a certain level of secrecy with hints at scandalous undertones. Getting any hints? Yup, that's exactly what's being discussed today regarding these real-world parties. Now that these Diddy-related allegations are all over the news, viewers are starting to piece together connections that seem like pure cartoon exaggeration a few years back. People are finding it pretty mind-blowing that an episode like this aired years before any of these real-life details came to light. It's making everyone wonder if The Simpsons had inside information, or if this is just another one of their odd predictions that turned out to be surprisingly accurate. But here's where things get even more interesting. It's not just the vibe of these parties that has fans drawing connections, it's the details in this character that are turning heads. The host of these high-class gatherings in The Simpsons episode isn't just any random character. He's got a style that screams familiarity. For starters, he sports a beard and hairstyle that some say is a near image of Diddy's, and that's just scratching the surface. If you zoom in on this character, you'll catch those signature diamond earrings. Yeah, that's right. Diamond earrings are the kind Diddy has been spotted wearing on many occasions. The uncanny resemblance is already enough to have fans doing double takes, but there's more. In this scene, this character, who, let's remember, is animated and totally fictional, also has walls adorned with platinum records. This little detail was too good to miss, especially since Diddy himself is known for a successful music career, which has earned him a wall full of awards and records in real life. The show even gave this character named JG. Now, why does that sound so close to Jay-Z? It's a question that has fans buzzing, especially since Jay-Z and his wife Beyoncé have reportedly attended several of Diddy's real-life events over the years. What do you think? Coincidence? Well, people are starting to wonder if this is yet another instance of The Simpsons somehow tapping into pop culture secrets before they even hit the news. And here's what's getting fans worked up. The allusions seem so specific that it doesn't feel like just a vague nod to high-profile parties. The character in The Simpsons has some pretty distinct style markers that people associate directly with Diddy. The bling, the hairstyle, the laid-back luxury, plus he's surrounded by enough framed records to suggest he's a big deal in the music world. Fans noticed these clues back when the episode first aired, but at the time it was more of a laughable parallel. Now, given the headlines and the ongoing investigations, they're looking back at it with fresh eyes and asking whether The Simpsons writers had some inside info, or if this was one of those wild coincidences that the show somehow predicts time and time again. And if that wasn't enough, the name JG feels like a deliberate wink to the real-life dynamic duo Jay-Z and Beyoncé, who are almost always front row when it comes to exclusive A-list events. It's no secret that Diddy and Jay-Z are well acquainted and have crossed paths frequently over the years, whether in the music industry or in the social scene, so the resemblance in this character's name is striking. Netizens have pointed out that this feels too intentional to ignore. It's the little details like these that The Simpsons fans love diving into, and they have quite the track record of uncovering surprisingly accurate portrayals of real-life people. Some fans argue that the similarities between the cartoon and real life can't be purely accidental, especially when you consider the number of The Simpsons predictions that seem to pop up year after year. This has now added a new layer of intrigue to the entire episode, which, ironically, initially seemed like just a playful satire of hip-hop culture. Meanwhile, people online think they've spotted an array of familiar faces among the animated partygoers. The cameos in The Simpsons scene include characters who bear striking resemblances to A-listers like Flavor Flav, Queen Latifah, Diana Ross, and Will Smith, among others. Fans believe these animated appearances are far from accidental, especially given the rumors around Diddy's guest lists over the years. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Both in the show and in real life, these gatherings are portrayed as extravagant, exclusive events known for their white dress code and over-the-top luxury. The Simpsons episode has the party set in a sprawling, lavish venue with grand decor featuring everything from women swinging above the crowd to gourmet dishes being served to high-profile guests. Every detail from the grandiose aesthetics to the high society guest list aligns uncannily with the type of opulent gatherings Diddy was known for hosting. What makes this even more fascinating to fans is the timing. This scene from The Simpsons is circulating just as Diddy faces multiple lawsuits and a highly publicized legal battle, including serious accusations of sexual assault and trafficking. With the music mogul currently awaiting trial, the resurfaced clip has taken on a more somber tone, leading people to wonder if the show was foreshadowing real events or merely satirizing the culture of the ultra-rich. In light of these controversies, viewers have been re-examining the clip with a new level of scrutiny. Many were struck by how the cartoon seemed to mirror real-life elements so closely: the white dress code, the high society aura, the glamour, and the exclusivity. It's no surprise that the clip is now trending on social media, sparking a flood of discussions as fans try to decode every detail and speculate on what other predictions might be lurking in the episode. The way the animated party looks so much like Diddy's rumored gatherings has fans buzzing with curiosity about how the writers of The Simpsons seem to know about this secretive scene before it got all the attention. Was it just a funny nod to the flashy lifestyle in hip-hop, or were they playfully mocking the real-life parties known for their high-end vibes and exclusivity? Fans are really diving in, wondering if this episode, which aired long before Diddy's recent legal troubles, somehow mirrored those real-life events. It's like adding another notch to The Simpsons' reputation for making spot-on cultural commentary. With the show being famous for sneaking in clever references and being ahead of the curve, it's just no surprise that the fans carefully examining each scene and are searching for hints that link back to actual happenings long before they make the news. As the clip gained traction online, fans quickly fell into two camps: those claiming it was yet another uncanny example of The Simpsons predicting the future, and others who simply saw it as a clever parody. Comments flooded in with fans pointing out they did not predict, they just knew, suggesting the show had somehow tapped into real-life gossip about the rich and famous long before it hit the mainstream. However, one clear voice emerged to set the record straight: Matt Selman, the series' showrunner. Selman publicly addressed the rumors, clarifying that a widely circulated image showing a Simpson-styled Diddy character in a pink suit running from police was actually fake. This viral image, featuring the animated Combs in his striking pink outfit and matching sunglasses, had sparked another wave of gossips. Many believed it was an intentional nod to a 2016 incident when security footage allegedly captured Diddy in an altercation with then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura. But according to Selman, this particular image was fan-made and had no connection to any official episode of The Simpsons. Addressing the growing speculation, Selman, 52, gave a straightforward response, putting the issue into perspective with a statement shared with TMZ. He explained that in the current era, The Simpsons' predictions, or more accurately, coincidences, have become meaningless. It's true. How easy has it become for people to create AI-generated images that appear like Simpsons scenes based on real-world events? With the internet's endless craving for shocking twists, any goofball can whip up an AI image based on a current event and say, The Simpsons predicted it, and decent but easily misled folks will believe it because they so very want it to be true. It's true, fans jump straight away to link anything remotely similar to real life as proof of the show's prophetic powers. And with The Simpsons having made spot-on references to Donald Trump's presidency,
To be at Trump Tower, it's great to be in a wonderful city, New York, and it's an honor to have everybody here. This is beyond anybody's expectations. There's been no crowd like this. And I can tell you, some of the candidates they went in, they didn't know the air conditioner didn't work. They sweated like dogs. They didn't know the room was too big because they didn't have anybody there. How are they going to beat ISIS? I don't think it's going to happen.
Lady Gaga's Super Bowl show, the Ebola outbreak, and Disney's acquisition of the 20th Century Fox, it's no wonder that fans are quick to assume the same. Yet Selman's comment underscores a critical reality. The series has cleverly woven cultural touchpoints into its storyline, but doesn't intend to predict the future. The real prediction, it seems, might just be The Simpsons understanding our endless fascination with celebrity and the way these events repeat, sometimes even exaggerating themselves more wildly than anything the show's writers could ever dream up. The AI image caught everyone's attention mainly because Combs wore a pink suit and sunglasses at the 2023 BET Awards, looking just like the viral Simpsons edit circulating online. Adding to the buzz, a troubling video from March 5th, 2016 recently resurfaced showing a heated moment between Combs and his former girlfriend Cassie Ventura in Los Angeles' Intercontinental Hotel. The footage shared by CNN shows Combs wearing just a bath towel, chasing after Ventura, grabbing her by the neck and throwing her to the ground. As she lay still on the floor, he kicked her twice, which instantly sparked an uproar on social media. The mix of this disturbing video and the viral Simpsons meme seemed to blur the line between fiction and reality, with many fans convinced this was another prediction by the show. The footage of Combs is pretty intense. It shows him grabbing Ventura by her sweatshirt, shoving her down to the floor again, and even throwing a chair at her. That kind of behavior really raised eyebrows, and a lot of them. Also, soon enough, the video was all over social media. In the wake of all the buzz, Combs decided to release an apology video on May 19th. In this video, he didn't mention Ventura by name, but he did open up about how tough it can be to look back on the darkest times in your life.
Darkest times in your life, sometimes you gotta do that. I was up. I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it, I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy. Going to rehab. Had to ask God for His mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
It seemed like he was really reflecting on his choices, and you could see that he was shaken up by it all. He ended the video by saying, "I take full responsibility for my actions. I'm disgusted with myself." Ventura, who was with Combs on and off from 2007 to 2018, finally spoke up after the disturbing footage made its rounds online.
I want to be a mother and I want to be motherly, it would be somebody that's good with kids, I guess. I grew up, it was just me and my brother. I think 2 is good. At the end of the day, if you made the decisions you made them, and they don't define you. As cheesy as it sounds, I really love a sense of humor. Somebody that can make me laugh all day beats out any look or anything. If we can laugh together, that's the best thing. I think the little things count more than the big things sometimes, and I think that's important. There's always these ceilings that, women try to have to break through in order to be respected, and in a relationship sense and in a lot of different ways.
In her first public statement since the video dropped, she shared a heartfelt message that really struck a chord. It's clear she felt that love and support lifting her up. Ventura went on to explain that this wave of kindness has helped her find a safe space for her younger self, allowing her to settle into a place of healing. I mean, she didn't shy away from the harsh reality of her experience, stating, "Domestic violence is the issue." This really shows how serious the situation is and how it can affect a person deeply. She candidly reflected on how it broke her down into someone she never thought she would become, showing just how impactful these experiences can be. Ventura also touched on her journey of recovery, sharing that she's worked hard to get to a better place. This kind of honesty about healing is so important, as it reminds people that recovery is a process that takes time and effort. The singer, actress, and model wrapped up her statement by thanking everyone who has taken her situation seriously. She made a powerful plea, asking, "My only ask is that everyone open your heart to believing victims the first time." In November 2023, Ventura made a big move by suing Sean Diddy Combs, claiming he had subjected her to years of violence and sexual abuse during their on and off relationship. This was a serious allegation that really caught people's attention. In her lawsuit, she claimed that Combs forked over $50,000 to the Intercontinental Hotel just to get hold of the security footage from their physical altercation back in March 2016. That's a pretty hefty sum, and it raised eyebrows about whether he was trying to cover up what happened or control the story that was getting out. Now, what do you think? Do you think The Simpsons has some kind of supernatural foresight, or it's just good old-fashioned satire? We'd love to hear your thoughts on this whole situation. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. We've got some more videos coming your way soon, so see you then.